5593. A big thanks goes out to President Mike McGuire and his staff for their continued support of the Eastern Pennsylvania Sports Network.
Want to say goodbye to all your pest problems for about $1 a day? Give EnviroTech Pest Control an Emmaus a call. EnviroTech, part of the Reichenbach family, offers year-round service for about half the price of the big national companies. EnviroTech treats all residential commercial pests, including mice, ants, termites, roaches, along with bed bugs and mosquitoes. Your family's comfort, safety, and health are our top priorities. Call EnviroTech in Emmaus for a free estimate at 610-928-1557 or visit the website at EnviroTechPestLV.com.
Welcome back to the Eastern PA Sports Network. My name's Emily. I'm here with my partner Dave, and we are bringing you live pregame coverage of the Colonial League quarterfinal matchup between Palisades and Notre Dame Green Pond. We also want to welcome all those listeners on the Notre Dame YouTube channel. We're excited to have you here, and we're excited to bring you a good match. But just to talk about the Colonial League tournament that's happening right now is this game is between the number 2 seed Notre Dame Green Pond and number 7 Palisades. Then we have another game happening tonight between number 3 Palmerton and number 6 Southern Lehigh. And then our other game is number 5 Bangor at number 4 Wilson. And then the last game is number 1 Northwestern Lehigh at number 8 Salisbury. The semifinals will be played tomorrow, and then the championship will be played this Friday at Moravian Academy.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to that. That's a great location for the championship. And both these teams are hoping they get there. And we're about to ready to do the starting lineups for the game. And players are getting their basketball back in their little container, and they're out there, and we're about ready to
Should we quickly do a score prediction? We
yeah,
always do one.
We're going to have to wait for the national anthem.
All right,
first.
we'll do that after the national anthem.
And then we'll do that.
We are going to, I believe, stay
Yes,
here
we are.
for the national anthem.
Yes.
I think we're just...
The announcer's coming on. That's Coach Stambaugh, by the way, the football coach at this Notre Dame Green Pond School. All right, Emily, we got the starting lineups coming up now.
So that starting with Palisades, we have number 3, sophomore Ashley Amato. Followed by number 5, Trinity Williams.
Well, that answers that question.
And that is number 10, Elena Stanson. Followed by her sister, number 14, Libby Stanson. And then wrapping that up for the Palisades starting 5 is number 24, Olivia Martone.
And now for the Notre Dame Crusaders, who are right in front of us, by the way. So.
Starting for the Notre Dame Crusaders is number 1, point guard Grace Madej. Number 3, Sydney DeFranco. Number 10, junior Anna Miklos. Number 11, junior Reagan Cooper. And then last but certainly not least is number 22, junior Antonia Bates. So the 2 starting 5s we predicted pregame.
Yep. I talked to Coach Cock before the game. I want to say goodbye to all your pest problems for about $1 a day. And I said, Coach, what's going to happen in this game? Did you prepare to play Trinity Williams against Trinity Williams? He says, yes, I have. He goes, I'm banking on the fact that she's going to play. So he's ready to go. He's ready to go with that. He saw them go through some defensive strategies before the game, which were banking on Trinity being in the game. High post, low post, which is something that you noticed when they played the first time that she does fairly well. So now they got the 2 big girls jumping at center, and I'll turn it back over to Emily Janney.
All right, as we are about to have our tip-off between Bates and Williams. Williams won the tip to number 10, Alana Stanson, and number 24, Martone at point guard. Passes it over to number 10, Alana Stanson. Over to number 3, Ashley Amato. Amato back to Stanson, back to Martone. Martone drives in, has Trinity Williams, guarded by Antonia Bates. Bates knocks the ball away. Bates gets a steal off of Trinity Williams, loses control, but now brings it back in. Passes to number 10, Miklos, back to Bates. Bates in the corner, tries for a long 3, drains it.
Nice shot by Antonia Bates. That was a rainbow shot, I call it. She sets up in the corner and hits it.
Martone has the ball now for the Pirates. Passes to Alana Stanson. Into Ashley Amato. Amato back to Stanson. Stanson over to the other Stanson. Back to Amato. Amato over to Alana Stanson. Back to Martone at the top. Martone dribbling, trying to find anything. Has Ashley Amato for a long 3. Off the mark. And that is out on number 1, Grace Madej.
I got to tell you, as that went out of bounds, I'm impressed with their officiating this year. I think they've done a good job during this COVID, and I just wanted to say that on the air because referees don't get enough credit. Looks like we got a turnover.
Yeah, that was an inbound by number 24, Martone. Tried to pass it to Alana Stanson, but Stanson couldn't control it and ended up walking.
And that played both these teams the first time they met. Right now, Palisades has 2, and Notre Dame doesn't have any.
Bates tries for another 3 in the corner and drains it. That's 2 threes right there for Bates, and Notre Dame is...
She switched the corner, though.
Yeah.
She's from the opposite corner this time.
Alana Stanson in the corner. Passes it to Livy Stanson. Over to Ashley Amato, drives in, out to Alana Stanson. Trinity Williams has the ball now, being guarded by Bates. Williams drives in. Gets her own rebound, goes right back up. Nice easy layup there for number 5, Trinity Williams. It's now 6-2 with 5:57 to go here in the first quarter as Madej brings the ball up, passes it to Bates. Back to Madej, Madej over to Cooper. Cooper back to Madej, Madej to Bates. Has DeFranco in the corner, back to Bates. Bates over to DeFranco. DeFranco tries to drive in. Long pass over to Cooper, over to Madej. Madej to Bates. Bates dribbles in. Blocked by number 5, Trinity Williams. Outlet pass to Martone. Martone now to Amato. Amato to Alana Stanson in the corner. Back to Martone at the top of the key. Martone dribbles in. We have a walk called on number 24. 3 turnovers for Palisades. Madej brings the ball up here for the Crusaders.
I got to be honest with you, Emily. That's the difference in the score of those 3 turnovers.
DeFranco in the corner now. Has a flashing Bates. Bates at the foul line. Over to Madej. Madej sets up for a long 3. Off the mark. Rebound by number 5, Trinity Williams. Outlet pass to Martone. Martone passes to number 14, Livy Stanson. And that was out by number 1, Grace Madej, right in front of our broadcast booth.
Nice accommodations here at Notre Dame Green Pond. Every time I come here, I'm accepted well, and Emily, they like when we come here.
Yes. Number 10, Alana Stanson checks the ball in. Backcourt pass to Martone. Martone brings it up, being guarded by number 3, Sydney DeFranco. Alana Stanson has it, flashing Martone. She loses the ball underneath the basket. That's 4th turnovers there for Palisades as Bates brings the ball up. Bates over to Madej. Madej back to Bates. Bates dribbling at the top, drives all the way in. Nice little underhanded layup there, goes in. Bates has her 3rd basket of the night. It is 8-2 with 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, she's on fire so far in this game. Doing an excellent job.
That was a bad pass there by number 14, Libby Stanson, but fortunate for Palisades that
I think we
that
got
ball
a
got knocked
media
out.
timeout. We'll take a 30-second break here, and we'll be back right after this.
Edge One Property Services in Notre has invested and made the proper connections to service all your property maintenance needs. Edge One is capable of servicing a variety of maintenance issues. They invest in their team to equip them with the proper knowledge and safety requirements to address any of your concerns. They treat each project as if it was our own. The Edge One team is committed to provide quality workmanship followed up with effective communication. For more information, call 484-247-4240 or visit edgeoneservices.com.
You're listening to the station that covers the most high school sports, Eastern Pennsylvania Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Eastern PA Sports Net. My name's Emily. I'm joined by Dave, and we are bringing you live coverage of the Colonial League quarterfinal matchup between Notre Dame Green Pond and Palisades Pirates. Notre Dame is currently leading 8-2 with 3:58 to go here in the first quarter as Palisades is getting ready to inbound the ball, and that is Trinity Williams to inbound the ball.
It's been all Antonia Bates. If you just joined us, she's got all 8 points on 2 threes and a drive layup.
Williams inbounds the ball to Stanson. Stanson over to Amato. Amato tries to drive, passes to Martone. We have Alana Stanson with a long 3, and she drains that. That's her first basket of the night. It is now 8-5 with 3:43 to go.
That's big for Palisades. You got to hit those threes.
DeFranco has the ball underneath the basket, passes back to Bates. Bates tries a long 3. Off the mark, rebounded by Trinity Williams. She tried to long pass it to Alana Stanson, but Bates took that away and brings the ball back down the court. Passes it to Reagan Cooper. Cooper back to Bates. Bates to Madej. Madej steps, takes up a 3. Off the mark, rebounded by Trinity Williams. Outlet pass to Martone as Martone settles and brings it up with 3:09 to go here in the first quarter. Martone passes it to Alana Stanson. Stanson over to Williams. Williams tries for a long 3. Off the mark, rebounded by Sydney DeFranco. DeFranco outlet pass to Madej. Madej back to DeFranco. DeFranco has a flashing Cooper under the basket. Cooper called for the walk.
A second turnover for Notre Dame. And right now, Palisades has 5 and they got 2. So it's a 8-5 game right now. And the difference in the game, I think, is the turnovers. I said turnovers and layups are very important. I haven't seen that any missed layups, but there's been turnovers.
And we have number 30, Lila Meadows checking in, and I think number 32, Cora Anderson, checking in for Palisades. Palisades Martone has the ball, being guarded by Grace Madej. Foul called on number 1, Grace Madej. That's her first. Team's first. It's 8-5, 2:30 to go. Bates has all 8 points for Notre Dame. Williams has 2, and Stanson has 3 for Palisades.
Almost didn't get that in.
Anderson has the ball now. She drives in, goes up. Her layup off the mark. And we have a shooting foul on number 11, Reagan Cooper, underneath the basket.
A second team foul for Notre Dame Green Pond, as the first quarter has been really not that many fouls called early in this game.
First foul shot made there by number 32. Williams checks back in. second shot made there by number 32. Bates has the ball now, passes to Midday. Midday over to DeFranco. DeFranco to Reagan Cooper. Cooper to Bates. Bates drives in. No-look pass got stolen away by number 24, Martone.
That's a turnover. That'll be the third one on Notre Dame.
Williams inbounds the ball. Martone has it now for Palisades.
Notre Dame in a man-to-man defense was off her foot, and it's a turnover for Palisades. We're going to keep it here as a Palisades timeout. What have you noticed so far in this first quarter that's different from the game that you did a few weeks ago?
Bates.
She's already got more points.
Yeah, number 22, Antonia Bates, is the difference right now for me. She came out that first game in the first matchup and was just a little slow getting to the basket, but that was because Palisades kind of had a box and one on her. But Bates has come out and she's ready to win this game for Notre Dame Green Pond. She's got all 8 points for them, and I think that's going to be trouble for Palisades. The fact that Bates has now hit 2 3-pointers in the first quarter, and she's not going to stop her now from taking the three, and she can hit a long-range three. So I think that's huge for Notre Dame.
Yeah, she came out hot, one from each side of the court in the corners, and then a nice driving layup. So that's how she got the 8 points. All 8 of Notre Dame's points scored by Antonia Bates.
Midday passes it to DeFranco. DeFranco over to number 2 has checked in for Notre Dame Green Pond. That's Abigail Grimm. She has the ball now, passes it to DeFranco. DeFranco tries a long three off the mark. Rebounded by number 32. Long pass, number 14 stands it over to her sister. Her layup is off the mark. Outlet pass. Missed shot there by number 24, Martone. Bates has a long pass to Cooper. Cooper's layup is off the mark. Outlet pass to number 5, Trinity Williams, who takes it up. Blocked by number 22, Bates. Midday got the ball. Now Bates has the ball, bringing it up, settles her team. With a little under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Bates being guarded by number 32 for Palisades. Her shot off the mark, rebounded by number 24, Martone. Outlet pass to number 32. And now we have a foul called.
I don't know which one.
On number 1, Grace Midday. That's her second foul.
You don't want to take her out of the game because she's the playmaker, but I think he's going to be forced to at this point. He doesn't want her to pick the third foul up quickly.
And
we're not even out of the first quarter yet now, so.
And number 23, Emma Altamiri, checks in here for the Notre Dame Crusaders, as well as number 3, Ashley Amato, checks back in for the Palisades Pirates. Amato has the ball now, has a flashing Williams. Williams thought about the 3, lost the ball. And now Altamiri has the ball for the Crusaders. Passes it to Bates. Bates has Cooper. Cooper has Altamiri in the corner. She fakes a shot, drives. Her shot off the mark, rebounded by number 5, Trinity Williams. She passes it to Ashley Amato. Back to Williams. Williams has a long pass to number 10, Alana Stanson. Back to Ashley Amato. Stanson in the corner, tries a long 3. Way off the mark, but that ends the first quarter, and it's 8-7 on the scoreboard, but I believe we have 8-6 here, so we're going to get that figured out. But in the meantime, you're listening to the Eastern PA Sports Network.
4-5 is located at. and we're bringing you the Notre Dame Green Pond game against Palisades on the girls' side. It's 8-7. Antonio Bates scored all 8 points for Notre Dame in that first quarter, and Palisades kind of spread it around with Trinity Williams 2 points, Elena Stanson with 3, and then we got, is Cora Anderson?
I believe so. I'm not
Is
correct on
also
the number.
got, we've got a switch of numbers here. She's got 2 points, and right now we're coming out. It's a close game. It's 8-7. I think if there was anything negative in the first quarter, Palisades turned the ball over 8 times.
Exactly. And now DeFranco has the ball, passes it to Altamiri. She dribbles at the top of the key, passes to Cooper. Cooper has Miklos. Back to Cooper. Back to Miklos. Passes to DeFranco. DeFranco over to Cooper. Cooper to Altamiri. Miklos has it. Nice pass to number 2, Abigail Grimm. And that is her first basket of the night. And it is now 10-7 Notre Dame. Amato brings the ball down. She has a Martone long 3 off the mark. That is off the hands of number 14, Libby Stiansen.
10-7 Notre Dame in the second quarter, early 7.5 minutes to go before halftime.
Bates checks back in here for the Crusaders. She passes it to number 11, Reagan Cooper. Back to Bates.
Playing a 2-3 zone, but they're putting pressure on Antonio Bates on the outside.
Cooper tries for a long 3. Off the rim. She gets her own rebound. Grimm's got it. Back to Cooper. Cooper to Altamiri. Altamiri to Miklos. Miklos' pass is taken away by number 14, Libby Stiansen, who drives in and gets the foul called on number 10, Anna Miklos, her first, team's 4th.
And right now, Palisades is not fouled in this game at all. So if you're taking track of the fouls at home, it's 4 for Notre Dame and 0 up there on the board for Palisades. Important foul shots.
Number 14, Libby Stiansen, is at the line, sets up for her first shot. First shot is off the mark. We have number 10, Alana Stiansen, checking in for Palisades, as well as number 30, Lila Meadows. The ref just spoke to the players, but we cannot hear what he said.
No, I have no clue what he said. If we could get a mic out there. Oh, the mask. That was a mask warning. Okay.
Stiansen sets up for the second foul shot. Off the mark, rebounded by number 3, Sydney DeFranco. DeFranco brings the ball all the way up. Passes to the trailing Altamiri. Altamiri, long pass to Miklos in the corner. Her 3's off the mark. That's a rebound by number 5, Trinity Williams, and that looks like an over-the-back foul on number 2, Abigail Grimm. Her first, team's 5th here. 6:46 to go here in the second quarter. It's 10-7 Notre Dame. Martone brings the ball up here for Palisades. Passes to Alana Stiansen. Stiansen to Martone underneath the basket. She tries for a foul. Does not get it called, but we have a jump ball, and it stays here. That was a nice play by number 30, Lila Meadows.
Possession arrow to Palisades, you're right.
Inbound ball to Trinity Williams. Right back to Martone. Martone tried to pass it to number 30, Lila Meadows, and that is a long 3.
Almost bounced in.
By number 14, Stiansen, and Bates got the rebound. She brings the ball up here for Notre Dame. Bates driving in. And that is a layup there by Bates.
What they're doing is they're guarding Antonio Bates with number 10, Elena Stanson, but they're also putting Trinity Williams in the middle to help her when she comes down the lane. But that didn't help as Antonio went right down. We got a foul.
Yes, and that is on number 10. I believe that's Anna Miklos. That is her second. Team 6. 5:51 to go here in the second quarter, and we have number 32 checking back in for Palisades, as well as number 3, Ashley Amato. 5:51 to go. It is 12-7. Alana Stiansen is now playing point guard here for the Pirates. She passes it to number 32. Inside to Trinity Williams. Williams now double team. He's a jump ball walk.
That was an up and down. If anything's come out of the second quarter, is Palisades. There's only 2 turnovers in the second quarter compared to 8 in that first quarter. And right now they're going to keep using Antonio Bates to bring the ball up court, Notre Dame.
Yeah, I think that's because Madej is currently out with 2 fouls. But number 30, Emma Zambo, checks in here for the Crusaders. Bates has the ball. Foul on number 32 here for Palisades. Looks like a blocking foul.
Cora Anderson, that's their first foul for the Palisades Pirates.
Bates has the ball now. Back to Reagan Cooper. Cooper dribbles to the top of the key. Looks for a flashing DeFranco. DeFranco has the ball underneath. Kicks it back out. Nice defensive play there by number 32 for the Pirates. Bates to inbound the ball in the corner. Bates looking for anyone. Has a long pass to Reagan Cooper. Almost stolen away by Alana Stiansen. Cooper has the ball. Passes to number 30, Emma Zambo. Zambo out to Bates. Bates being guarded by number 32 for the Palisades Pirates. Bates dribbles in. Tries to take the ball away. Gets it stolen away by number 14, Libby Stiansen. Outlet pass to Amato. Amato brings the ball down. Her pass could not be controlled by number 32 for Palisades. And we have a sub. That is Trinity Williams going to the bench. Number 24, Martone, checks back in.
And Trinity came into the game with a sore ankle, so probably good to give her a breather. But right now, Palisades has struggled. They haven't scored in this second quarter, Emily.
Long 3 from Reagan Cooper, and she drains it. Her first 3 of the night.
Nice shot by Reagan.
15-7, 4:22 to go here in the second quarter as Martone has the ball.
We're on a 7-0 run right now for Notre Dame.
Amato passes it to Stiansen. Stiansen over to the other Stiansen. Martone now has the ball. Back to Libby Stiansen. She tries for a long 3. 32 is the ball in the corner. She tries to go underneath.
And she gets a frustrated foul. She didn't get her body inside far enough on the court. She was too far to the baseline and couldn't get that ball up into the basket. So now we have a media timeout. We'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be back right after this.
Alborough Electric in Bethlehem is a full-service, single-source electrical contracting company. We believe in relationships first with our employees, community, and you, our valued customer. Since 1937, Alborough Electric continues to prove itself as a leader in innovative commercial, industrial, educational, and healthcare electrical construction solutions, one satisfied customer at a time. Whether you're a small business or a large corporation, Alborough Electric has the expertise to complete your project on time and on budget. Visit alborough.com or call 610-691-8606. Alborough is a proud sponsor of Notre Dame Athletics.
Welcome back to the Eastern PA Sports Network. We're bringing you live action of the Colonial League quarterfinal matchup between Notre Dame Green Pond and Palisades Girls. My name's Emily. I'm here with Dave. So to break this down, there's 3:57 to go here in the second quarter. Notre Dame is on a 7-0 run. They're leading Palisades 15-7. The other thing to note is Notre Dame is sitting on 6 fouls. Palisades has 2. And now the teams are coming back on the court, and Williams checks back in. And right now, Dave, I don't know about you, but I believe the guard play of Notre Dame Green Pond, they are outplaying Palisades.
Yes, it's the guard play. It's the 3-point shots. I mean, they got 3 of them in the game already.
Bates brings the ball up here for Notre Dame. Bates passes to Cooper. Cooper passes to DeFranco in the corner. DeFranco drives in.
Ooh.
And we have a blocking foul, I believe, on number 5. Trinity Williams, her first foul, so that basket counts for DeFranco. 17-7, she lines up for the three-point play here. And she drains it. It's now 18-7, 3:33 to go here in the second quarter. Libby Stevenson lines up for a three. Off the mark, rebounded by number 32, right to Trinity Williams. She puts an easy layup in there for Palisades. Their first points in a few minutes and is now 18-9 Notre Dame.
That's what they got to do if they want to get back into this ball game. Trinity Williams is just going to have to take the ball and drive to the hoop. That foul is on, and I can't see the number.
Number 32, and that is her third foul. She heads to the bench. And number 3, Ashley Amato, checks back in. Bates to inbound the ball, passes it to DeFranco. DeFranco passes to Altamire. Altamire to Reagan Cooper. Cooper tries for a long three. Does not get the bounce. Rebounded by Ashley Amato. Outlet pass to Trinity Williams. And Martone now has the ball, brings the ball up to Libby Stiansen. Williams tries for a long three. Did not hit anything on the way. That was an air ball.
That's a turnover. That's a third in the quarter. They're not turning the ball over as much, but they got to make up 9 points before halftime. They're going to have to play some good defense here.
Bates to bring the ball up. Notre Dame passes it to Altamire. Altamire back to Bates. Bates passes Cooper. Cooper to DeFranco in the corner. DeFranco drives in. Her shot off the mark. Rebounded by number 14, Libby Stiansen. I think we have a jump ball, and it is possession arrow Notre Dame.
Certainly was. Right now, Notre Dame gets another shot here to try to get on the board with 2:24 to go and up 18-9.
Altamire to inbound the ball, passes to Bates. Bates tries for a long three. Off the mark, rebounded by Emma Zambo. Outlet pass to Altamire. Altamire tries to pass to Cooper, but Williams has the ball, and Williams loses it as she tries to dribble in. Now the ball's kicked. Cooper picks up the ball. Passes to a late DeFranco. DeFranco goes in and up. And her layup counts. It is now 20-9.
She's got 5 in the quarter as Cindy DeFranco comes to life here in the second quarter for Notre Dame Green Pond.
Martone has the ball now for the Pirates. Williams has the ball at the foul line. She gets shut down. Alana Stiansen now passes to Ashley Amato in the corner. Back to Libby Stiansen to Martone. Martone now to Alana Stiansen in front of the broadcast booth. Her three off the mark, but now rebounded by her sister. She takes the ball out, passes to Martone. Martone tries for a long three. And that's a rebound by number 3, Cindy DeFranco. As Bates brings the ball up with 1:19 to go here in the second quarter. 20-9 lead by Notre Dame. Bates drives into Zambo. Zambo puts a nice move on.
That's a nice assist by Antonia Bates. She penetrates in and she dished it right off down low.
It's now 22-9 with a minute to go here. Martone is the ball. Outlet pass to Libby Stiansen. Tries for a long three. Hers is off the mark. Bates got the rebound and she brings it up. It settles. 45 seconds to go here. Bates backs up. Her shot off the mark. Rebounded by Zambo. Out to Altamire. Altamire tries for a long shot. Outlet pass there by number 10, Alana Stiansen. Passed it right to DeFranco. But DeFranco missed her shot. Rebounded by Trinity Williams, who tried to outlet pass to Ashley Amato.
Went right off her hands.
But went right off her hands.
Yeah, it's been tough for Palisades. I mean, they got 13 turnovers in the first half here. You're not going to beat a very good basketball team like Notre Dame Green Pond. And I got a note here that I think Grace is back in the game, Grace Midai, and Bates is now going to the wing. So different offensive strategy for Notre Dame here.
25 seconds to go here in the second quarter. 22-9 lead by Notre Dame. Bates has the ball now. Back to Midday at the top. Over to DeFranco. DeFranco back to Midday to Cooper. Back to Midday. Midday to DeFranco. Midday into Bates. 4 seconds to go. Nice defensive play there by number 14, Libby Stiansen. Knocks it out of bounds. 3.4 to go here for Notre Dame. They inbound the ball. Midday takes a long three. Her shot off the mark. And that is the end of the second quarter. We are now headed to halftime. We are going to take a quick break here, but when we come back, we're going to break down the first half action. You are listening to the Eastern PA Sports Network.
Looking for work or a change in jobs? Call HTSS in Emmaus. Since 1993, HTSS has partnered with businesses in Emmaus and the surrounding areas. HTSS is currently hiring for a new beverage manufacturing company in Hellertown. All shifts available at $15.50 and up. Machine operators, box stackers, and line leads. They are also hiring for Cigars International. Pickers and packers wanted. Pay rate is $12.50 to $15 an hour. Immediate start for various shifts. For over 25 years, HTSS has been serving the Lehigh Valley. For more information, visit htss-inc.com or call 610-432-4161.
Notre Bank is a locally owned and staffed community bank that offers its customers a wide variety of flexible financial products and banking services. Whether you're in need of a personal or business banking, or both, whether you're looking for a convenient personal checking option or need to secure a commercial line of credit to make the most of your business future, visit Notre Bank at one of its 3 Lehigh Valley locations in Notre, Emmaus, or Orfield. Visit us at NotrePolyBank.net. A big thanks to our title sponsor, Dave Hunsicker, Chairman and CEO of Notre Bank, and to John Hayes, Executive VP and Chief Lending Officer. Notre Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender. You are listening to the home of Notre Dame Crusader basketball in Eastern Pennsylvania. This is the Eastern Pennsylvania Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Eastern PA Sports Network. My name's Emily Janney. I'm joined by my partner Dave Druckenmiller, and we just watched the first half action of the Colonial League quarterfinal matchup between the Notre Dame Girls Crusaders and the Palisades Pirates. Going to halftime, Notre Dame is up 22-9. Dave, thoughts?
Well, my thoughts are, okay, at the end of the first quarter, it was 8-7 Notre Dame, and Palisades was playing fairly well, even though they turned the ball over 8 times. They scored only 2 points in that second quarter. So I got to give credit now to the Notre Dame defense to limiting Palisades to 2 points. And they turned the ball over 5 times, Palisades did, in that second quarter, but not as many times as they did in the first quarter. But yet I think the defense of Notre Dame is what made a difference in that second quarter.
I completely agree with you, and I understand Williams may not be at 100%, but they are doing a great job at shutting her down, and she's kind of being guarded by Bates most of the time. But one thing I noticed is that Coach Kopp has, wherever Williams is the help defender. As soon as Williams gets the ball, there's 4 people on her.
Yeah, they're extending that defense out to the 3-point line, which makes it a little bit harder for Palisades to shoot from the outside. But the one thing they're not doing is taking advantage of that and going inside, I think, to Trinity Williams. I think, and I don't know why, but a lot of times she's been setting up right in front of us here on this side of the 3-point line. So if I was Palisades, I kind of move her inside a little bit in the second half to try to do some damage on the boards for some of those inside shots and maybe even an offensive rebound that you could throw back in.
I agree with you. And one thing that I think is a huge factor right now in this game is the guard play of Cooper, Miklas, DeFranco, and Madej. And I know Madej was out for a bunch of that second quarter, so I'm looking really at DeFranco, Miklas, and Cooper. They're just out playing right now. Both Stiansen sisters and Olivia Martone. It just seems that the Palisades guards can't even get the ball into Williams right now, thanks to the defensive play by the Notre Dame guards.
Yeah, you're right. The Notre Dame guards are doing one heck of a job on the outside. And then when Madej had to sit out a good portion of, a little bit of the first quarter and some of the second quarter because she had 2 fouls, and Coach Kopp did the right thing. He doesn't want her picking up her third. Antonio Bates brought the ball up the court, and she did a good job of getting some assists down on the other side of the court. So I think Notre Dame is just playing all-around basketball right now, and they're doing one heck of a job in this basketball game.
I couldn't agree more, and Bates right now is the game's leading scorer with 10 points, and she's just playing lights out right now. She's all over the place. She's picking up rebounds. She's stealing the ball, and she's making her shots. Yeah, she scored most of her points there in the first quarter, but she's making an impact even off the ball with she's guarding Trinity Williams, and she's face guarding her, and she has Williams locked down right now.
Yeah, she does, and she's doing a good job, and in that on that side of the ball. I think that right now they're just I can see it sort of in Antonia Bates' eyes. She's got that eye of the tiger look.
She's got that winning look.
Yeah.
She wants to go all the way right now.
She came out in that first quarter and hit a 3 from the right corner and then a 3 from the left corner, and all of a sudden they were up 6-0. So she's done a good job bringing them out, and that's the way the boys play for Notre Dame. And we've been here several times for both, and I love coming here. But I love the excitement that come into the basketball play for both the girls and the boys team. But right tonight, the girls have it.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. We just hit a little under 5 minutes to go here, so we're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to break down the scoring and our thoughts for the third and fourth quarter.
Whatever stage of life and career you find yourself in, Valor Wealth Management will see the whole picture and help you make choices to benefit your tomorrow. Located in downtown Easton, Valor Wealth Management consists of a team of advisors with experience in estate and income planning, executive benefits, business succession planning, life insurance, and other wealth management tools necessary for their clients' success. Visit us at valoradvisor.com or give us a call at 610-295-5593. A big thanks goes out to President Mike McGuire and his staff for their continued support of the Eastern Pennsylvania Sports Network.
You are listening to the home of Notre Dame Crusader basketball in Eastern Pennsylvania. This is the Eastern Pennsylvania Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Eastern PA Sports Network. My name's Emily Janney. I'm joined here by my partner Dave Druckenmiller. We are bringing you live coverage of the Colonial League quarterfinal matchup between the Notre Dame Green Pond Crusaders and the Palisades Pirate girls game. The boys will be playing after this, which is going to be interesting doubleheader. But, Dave, what are your thoughts going into the third and fourth quarter here, the second half, for Palisades to get back in this game?
Well, first of all, for Palisades to get back in this game, they're going to have to start making some of their three-point shots. So they've missed all but one, and they're having that stretches the defense out when you do that, and then you can dish the ball inside to Trinity Williams. As far as Notre Dame comes, I keep playing the game that I'm playing. They're doing a good job dishing the ball inside when they penetrate, and they're shooting three-pointers, and they're hustling up and down the court, playing good defense. They continue to do that, and I don't know if Palisades is going to be able to get back into this game. Now, the score is only 13 as far as 22-9. So Palisades needs to come out and not fall too much further behind in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think the first little mountain to tackle here for Palisades is their first possession on offense. They need a basket. You have to get back into this game. You got to chip away, and you got to shut down Bates. And I know that's going to be hard to do. And I don't know if I'm the coach for Palisades, you play some form of box and one. But I will say the zones seem to work a little bit for Notre Dame, for Palisades on defense on Notre Dame, but the other thing to watch now is Midday running down the scoring and everything. Midday has no points, but she's sitting on 2 fouls, along with number 10, Miklos, sitting on 2 fouls. And something to point out, number 32 for Palisades, she has 3 fouls, and she's the one that really, whenever I see her play, she can lock Bates down. She plays a good defense.
For Anderson, yeah. She plays good defense, and foul shots have not played a part in this game. Palisades is 2 for 4 from the charity strife, and Notre Dame is 1 for 1. So there isn't many attempts in that first half. Of course, the second half they start all over, so you never know what's going to happen. But leading scorer right now is Antonia Bates with 10 points. So she's had a good first half, and then Sydney DeFranco has 5. And then over on the other side of this isn't much at all, but Trinity Williams has 4 points, Elenia Stiansen has 3, and then Cora Anderson has 2. So the scoring for Notre Dame has been balanced since that first barrage by Antonia Bates when she scored 6 out of the gate. But right now, I think they got to try to stop her like they did in the second quarter, where she only scored 2 points. If you're Palisades, but both teams are going to come out. and let's see what kind of strategy they employ, what kind of defense they come out and play to try to Palisades needs to play something to get back in here because it's 22-9.
Coming out on the floor now for Palisades is number 24, Martone, number 5, Williams, number 10, Alana Stanson, number 14, Libby Stanson, followed by number 3, Ashley Amato. And coming out for the Notre Dame Crusaders is that same starting 5 in Midday, DeFranco, Miklos, Cooper, and Bates. The second half action here is underway on the Eastern PA Sports Network. Don't forget to check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and our YouTube channel. And that's not what Palisades wanted to do. They came out, and Amato turned the ball over with a double dribble.
14 turnovers in the game for Palisades. Kind of plagued them in that first half.
Midday is the ball now, passes to Bates. Bates to DeFranco, has a flashing Cooper. DeFranco passes it to Miklos. Miklos to Bates. Cooper has the ball now, passes it to Miklos right in front of us. She's being guarded by Trinity Williams. Bates has the ball now. Bates steps back for a long 3. Off the mark, rebounded by Trinity Williams. Outlet pass to Libby Stanson all the way down. She goes up. Her shot off the mark, rebounded by number 10, Alana Stanson, and we have a jump ball, I guess, possession to Notre Dame.
Yeah, it didn't look like one, but we'll let it rest because it's possession Notre Dame.
Midday brings the ball up now for the Crusaders, passes to DeFranco. DeFranco drives in, her shot off the mark, rebounded by Libby Stanson, passes to her sister Alana Stanson. Outlet pass to Martone. Williams, she drives in. Layup right there, all the way to the basket by number 5, Trinity Williams.
I'm playing in this game. I'm going to drive to the hoop, and that's what she did there.
It's now 22-11 with 6:39 to go. Bates has the ball, being guarded by Amato. Bates passes to Miklos. Miklos to Cooper. Cooper has the ball in the corner. Outlet pass to Bates. Bates over to Miklos. Miklos to DeFranco right in front of us. DeFranco passes the ball, but Williams comes up with it. She dribbles all the way down, gets her 4th basket of the night. We have a timeout called by Coach Kopp.
We're going to keep it here, but I need to make a comment. That is a very important timeout that Coach Kopp took right there because Trinity Williams is starting to take over for Palisades in this quarter. If you're just listening to us for the first time, you can please check us out at our website at www.easternpasportsnetwork.com. You'll see our broadcasting team and everything that we do and all the games that we've done. We've done about 50 games this year already, if not more. We did, I think, 41 in January alone. So we're probably higher than that. So there's a lot of games out there and a lot of stuff in our archives. We do a lot of Notre Dame games because they're one of the schools that we kind of partner with. And we hope if both the boys and girls win or one or the other, and we can move on, and maybe we will see them again tomorrow night because tomorrow night the semifinals are going to be played. Now, they'll be at the home court of the higher seed. So right now, both these teams are sitting in a good situation that if they win, they probably come back here tomorrow night, both Notre Dame boys and girls. And we'll be back here at Notre Dame High School. And you can watch us on the YouTube channel and listen to us on the YouTube channel or listen to us at EasternPennsylvaniaSportsNetwork.com. And Notre Dame gets the ball now. The gap is closed. It's 22-13 Notre Dame.
DeFranco inbounds the ball now to Midday. Midday brings it up, being guarded by Martone. Midday passes back to DeFranco. DeFranco now passes to Bates. Bates drives in. She takes it in. Her shot off the mark, rebounded by Martone. Outlet pass to Trinity Williams. Williams over to Libby Stanson in the corner for a 3. Her 3 goes in and out. Miklos gets the ball. Midday has the ball now. Passes to number 11, Reagan Cooper. Cooper drives in. She gets fouled on the way by number 10, Alana Stanson. Her first of the game.
Team first. That's the first foul in the second half by either team. Both teams have stayed away from. This is going to be a two-shot foul. by Reagan Cooper.
Yeah, and one of the refs is talking to the head coach now for Palisades. Not
I know
sure.
they've been looking at masks, so maybe that's what, you know, they want to make sure the masks stay on.
Cooper at the foul line now here for Notre Dame. 22-13, 5:38 to go. Cooper lines up nothing but net on her first foul shot.
Right now, 2 for 2 from the line for Notre Dame in this game. Not many opportunities, but they hit them both.
Bates heads to the bench as Grimm comes in. I noticed on that last play by Bates when she drove to the basket, she was grimacing when she came up. So that'll be something to watch, but Cooper drains both of her foul shots, and it's 24-13 as number 32 checks in here for the Palisades Pirates.
She's talking to the trainer a little bit, but I don't think it's anything serious.
Alana Stanton's three goes off the mark, rebounded by Livy Stanton, number 32. Drains a long
three-pointer. Excellent job
for Palisades. And it is now 24-16 with 5:10 to go. Cooper has the ball now. Cooper passes to Grimm, almost stolen away by number 32. We have a kind of a bit of a mess now on the court. Grimm had the ball, got taken away by number 32, but Grimm got it back, and then Grimm was sliding on the floor, and now basically it's Palisades ball, right?
I'll tell you what, there's no one in the stands, really, but it's loud in here.
It is loud in here. Alana Stanton has the ball, long cross-court pass to Martone. Martone to number 32, number 32 over to Libby Stanton, back to Martone. Martone over to her sister, Alana Stanton. Number 32 goes in.
Oh, that was a hard thud. Cora Anderson went down hard, and now we got a foul.
By number 2, Abigail Grimm. That's her second of the night. Number 32, we believe, is Cora Anderson.
But we had a switch of uniforms there, so.
Heads to the foul line. She misses her first foul shot. Remains 24-16 with 4:33 to go here in the third quarter. Lines up for her second. Hits the second foul shot.
Well, it's 24-16. Palisades is kind of hanging around here in this third quarter. It's 24-17. It's a 7-point game.
Number 30, Lila Meadows, checks in for the Palisades Pirates. She's guarding number 10, Anna Miklos, who has the ball. Cooper has a long three off the mark, rebounded by number 1, Grace McDay. McDay outlet pass to Miklos. Miklos jump shot goes in and out, rebounded by number 5, Trinity Williams. Her outlet pass to Martone. Martone over to Alana Stanton, to a trailing Trinity Williams. Williams over to Martone in the corner. Martone tries for a long three, rims the basket, and Martone hit her first three-pointer of the night. Her first basket of the night, and it is now 24-20 with 3:46 to go.
We got ourselves a basketball game here, Emily.
Yes, we do. DeFranco has the ball now for Notre Dame.
Remember, this is coming with Antonio Bates on the bench right now, and she's going to be checking back in.
I'm not sure who that foul was on. Now we have immediate timeout. I think that foul is either going to go on number 24, Olivia Martone, or number 14, Libby Stanton.
There was a 4 at the end of it. I saw it. But hey, we'll take a break. We'll be right back right after this.
Edge One Property Services in Notre has invested and made the proper connections to service all your property maintenance needs. Edge One is capable of servicing a variety of maintenance issues. They invest in their team to equip them with the proper knowledge and safety requirements to address any of your concerns. They treat each project as if it was our own. The Edge One team is committed to provide quality workmanship followed up with effective communication. For more information, call 484-247-4240 or visit edgeoneservices.com.
You're listening to the station that covers the most high school sports Eastern Pennsylvania Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Eastern PA Sports Network. My name is Emily Janney. I'm joined here by my partner, Dave Druckenmiller. And if you are just listening to us for the first time or you've been with us this whole time, we have a game on our hands right now. It's 24-20 Notre Dame Green Pond here in the third quarter with 3:36 to go. When we started at halftime, it was 22-9. So Palisades has brought themselves back into the game, but Antonia Bates has checked back in here for the Notre Dame Green Pond Crusaders as Madej now has the ball. Over to Reagan Cooper. Cooper passes to Miklos. Miklos being guarded by Trinity Williams. And we have a walk by number 10, Anna Miklos.
That's 3 turnovers in the third quarter for Notre Dame. And Palisades only has turned the ball over 1 time in the third quarter, and that's what was their Achilles heel in that first half.
Number 32 checks back in here for Palisades. Number Martone has the ball now, number 24. Passes it to number 10, Alana Stanson. Stanson has a flashing Trinity Williams in the corner. She tries for a 3 and absolutely drains that.
We got a 1-point game here, Emily.
Madej has the ball now, passes it to Antonia Bates. DeFranco with the ball. DeFranco passes it to Miklos. Miklos to Madej. Madej to Cooper. Cooper into Bates. We have a jump ball. Possession staying now with Notre Dame Green Pond. We have a timeout called by Palisades.
We're going to keep it here. Big thing in the second half. What do you see has changed this game? Because you got to remember, at the end of the first half, it was 22-9. At the end of the first half, and now it's 24-23, and Notre Dame has only scored 2 points in this third quarter.
Well, like we said in the first half for Notre Dame, the 3-point shot played a huge factor for them. Well, that has flipped now to Palisades with Williams, Martone, and Anderson all draining a 3. But to me, the factor is Trinity Williams right now. Williams is winning that one-on-one battle down low, and she's moving well in the court. And I think the guards now for Palisades are having a little bit of a better third quarter, but that means nothing because I've seen Cooper, Madej, and DeFranco sink crushing 3-pointers. So I would like to get them more involved right now in this game.
Notre Dame without a field goal here in the second half.
Inbound ball to Bates, but that is tipped away by number 3, Ashley Amato.
I think Bates got hit in the nose.
DeFranco inbound to Bates. Bates drives in. Her shot off the mark, rebounded by Trinity Williams. Williams to Martone. Nice kick play there by Antonia Bates. Hey, she could have a career in soccer after that one. That was pretty nice. Williams to inbound the ball to Martone. Martone's bringing it up now with 2:32 to go here in the third quarter. It's 24-23 Notre Dame. Amato now has the ball. Amato to Alana Stanson. Alana Stanson has her sister in the corner. Libby drives in. Nice defensive play there by number 10, Anna Miklos, as we have number 32, Anderson checking back in. Amato heads to the bench here for Palisades. Another turnover there by Palisades. That was a miscommunication on the inbound play there. And now Amato checks back in. Now playing point guard for the Notre Dame Crusaders.
Yeah, almost 2 minutes left before the fourth quarter, which take us down the wire.
DeFranco passes to Madej. Madej goes up.
Ooh. She's
fouled and sinks her basket. Madej heads to the line to complete this 3-point play.
I'm impressed with that play. She just laid it up, a scoop, went right into the basket. So that was a really nice move by Grace Madej.
That's senior leadership right there.
Yeah, that is.
Team's on the line, game's on the line, and she heads for a nice layup and completes the 3-point play to give her team a 4-point lead. Huge play there by number 1, Grace Madej. 1:57 to go here in the third quarter as Martone now has the ball for Palisades. Passes it to Alana Stanson. Stanson over to the other Stanson. Trinity Williams has the ball, being guarded by Bates at the top of the key. Williams tries for a long three, but Bates was there to take her shot away.
You're Palisades. You don't want to force something. You're only down by 4.
Anderson now has the ball.
Got another jump ball.
Jump ball. Yeah, possession arrows.
No, they called a foul.
On, I'm not sure who that was on.
It's on the far side of the court, so we can't, unless we can see the referee.
Inbound ball, Alana Stiansen. Now to Anderson. Anderson thought about a long three. Libby Stiansen now driving in. Back to Anderson. Anderson over to Alana Stiansen. To Martone. Martone has Libby Stiansen. She tries for a long three. Off the mark.
Always over the top. That's how you get caught.
And we have a foul on, that's number 10. Alana Stiansen, her second.
Always get caught when you go over the top. Whether or not you get all ball or not, you call it foul. But that was a nice call.
So Miklos heads to the bench, so that foul could have been called on her. If that's so, that's her third.
Now the question is does Notre Dame wait for the last shot here? There's almost going to be less than a minute to go in the third quarter.
Madej now has the ball. Back to Bates. Bates being guarded by Amato. Bates drives in. Tries to go all the way, looking for a foul. Amato brings the ball down. She's trapped in the corner. Loses it. Williams had it. Ball's all over the court. Bates comes up with it. Passes it to Cooper. Cooper's jump shot.
Ooh, nice.
Nothing but net.
Nice jump shot there by Reagan Cooper. She got 4 points in the quarter, 7 in the game.
Now 29-23 with 20 seconds to go here. Martone has the ball. Libby Stiansen has it but loses it, and that is another turnover by Palisades. 14 seconds to go here. Madej's going to inbound the ball. Lila Meadows checks in here for Palisades as Libby Stiansen heads to the bench. Bates now brings the ball up. Bates tries for a long three. Rebounded by Grimm. Passes it back to Bates. Bates misses her shot. Martone got the rebound, tried for a shot, but unfortunately ran out of time. So we are going to head and take a quick break. It's 29-23. You are listening to the Eastern PA Sports Network.
Want to say goodbye to all your pest problems for about $1 a day? Give EnviroTech Pest Control and Emaze a call. EnviroTech, part of the Reichenbach family.
You are listening to the home of Notre Dame Crusader basketball in Eastern Pennsylvania. This is the Eastern Pennsylvania Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Eastern PA Sports Network. My name's Emily Janey. I'm joined here by my partner Dave Druckenmiller. We are bringing you live fourth quarter action right now of the Colonial League quarterfinal matchup between Notre Dame Green Pond and Palisades. It is 29-23. Notre Dame is leading. Palisades had a big quarter there, but towards the end, great plays by number 1 Grace Madej and number 11 Reagan Cooper have kept this Notre Dame lead still intact.
Yeah, definitely. And the third quarter went, I think, more Palisades' way than they corrected exactly what we told them. They only had 3 turnovers. They played better defense, and they hit some threes. So
exactly.
That was big.
Williams inbounds the ball now. Anderson has it in the corner. She tries to drive in, doesn't have anything. Outlet pass to number 24, Olivia Martone. Passes it to Alana Stiansen. They're trying to go in to number 5, Trinity Williams, but that was a nice kick play by Grace Madej.
Outscored Notre Dame in that quarter, 14-7. So
wow,
that was a good quarter for Palisades. Now Notre Dame Green Pond, they got to get their legs back. They're not running as much. and they're going to get their legs back. They're going to get back. I mean, they could actually win this game comfortably if they get their legs back.
Martone now has the ball. Has a flashing Trinity Williams. Williams thought she was fouled, but ended up getting the ball taken away. Cooper brings it up, passes it to Altamire. Altamire tries for her jump shot. And I believe that's a foul on 32, Anderson. That's her 4th.
All right, now we got Antonio Bates not in the game. She got hit on one of the last plays, and the coach has elected not to put her in right now. And right now we're going with a pretty quick guard combination out there for Notre Dame Green Pond.
Altamire misses her first shot. Still 29-23. Altamire misses her second shot. Oh, this is a 3-point foul.
Fouled on 3-point. So she's got 3 of them to try to make, and she's hasn't made any yet. So see if she can get herself here at least a point. Nice.
Finishes the last one. That's Altamire's first points of the game. 30-23, 7:18 to go. Amato checked back in for the Pirates. Martone now has the ball. Martone passes to Alana Stiansen, over to Libby Stiansen. Libby Stiansen passes to Martone. Martone dribbles. Her shot off the mark, rebounded by Grace Madej. Madej brings the ball up now for the Crusaders. Passes to Cooper. Cooper to Altamire. Altamire has a flashing Sydney DeFranco, who has a nice layup there. And we have a timeout, good timeout called here by the head coach for Palisades, as Notre Dame leads 32-23 with 6:38 to go here in the fourth quarter.
We'll stick it here, yeah. We'll stay right here. Nice effort so far by Sydney DeFranco, as she had 5 at halftime, and now she dishes in another 2 points in this fourth quarter. So I think right now what I'm impressed with the most is, since Antonio did come out and score her 2 threes, the scoring's been spread around. So Notre Dame is getting it from all over the squad. I mean, you got Sydney and you got Reagan Cooper, you got Abigail Grimm, and even Emma Zambo that's on the board for Notre Dame. So they're getting the ball spread out all over the place.
Yeah, I think I completely agree with you. I think, again, the guards for Notre Dame, Madej, DeFranco, and Cooper have just settled this game for this Notre Dame team. And I see Bates check back in here along with number 32, Anderson. So 32-23, 6:38 to go. Colonial League title on the line right now. We are in the quarterfinal matchup. And Martone now brings the ball up for Palisades. Passes to number 10, Alana Stiansen. Cora Anderson under the basket. She drives in. She was stuffed there by number 3, DeFranco. DeFranco couldn't control her deflection, so now it stays Palisades ball. Inbound pass to Alana Stiansen into Trinity Williams. Williams goes up. Her shot is blocked by Bates. Williams is looking for a foul there. Did not get that call. Bates has it over to Cooper.
Palisades in the man-to-man.
Madej now has it looking inside for Bates. That's a long shot by number 2, Grimm. Rebounded by Sydney DeFranco. And that was a nice underneath shot there by number 3, DeFranco.
Second basket of the fourth quarter for DeFranco. She's got 9 on the night. Antonio Bates takes a steal down on the other end.
It's 34-23 with 5:32 to go. Grimm misses her layup underneath, and that is her third foul. She heads to the bench, and Miklos checks back in.
Wow. Right now, if there's anything, Palisades has 5 team fouls and Notre Dame 3. So the Palisades might want to get another foul here a little bit later so they can at least force Notre Dame into the foul line. Huge possession.
Alana Stanton's 3 off the mark. We have a jump ball going towards Notre Dame. That was a nice rebound, big rebound there by number 1, Grace Midday. Bates has the ball now, passes it back to Midday. Midday's going to bring it up. Trinity Williams is currently on the bench now for Palisades. Bates has it at the top, guarded by number 32. She drives in, Bates misses it. And we have a walk called.
Only because when she fell down, she slid. So that caused the walk. Trinity coming back in now.
And that is Livy Stanton headed to the bench.
These are huge possessions because it's an 11-point game right now with Notre Dame Green Pond on the edge of trying to blow this open. And Palisades has to start scoring here.
Williams tried to drive to the basket, but DeFranco popped that right out, and now Palisades ball underneath the basket. Martone to inbound. Martone inbounds to Williams. Williams drives. She goes up, makes her layup. 32-25, 4:30 to go. Midday to bring the ball up. She's in no rush. Being guarded by Martone. Williams almost came up with the steal, has Bates underneath the basket. Bates goes up. She makes her layup. Her first basket here of the second half. Williams has the ball now. It's 36-25, 4 minutes to go. Williams steps back for a long 3. Off the mark, rebounded by number 3, DeFranco. Midday now has it. Cooper almost lost it, but has now to DeFranco. Franco to Bates. Bates going in.
Antonio's taking over now here in the last half of the fourth quarter. We got a little bit of a question here if there should be a media timeout. I don't think they've taken one since the 4-minute mark. And there it is. We got a media timeout. Coach Kopp he's right on it there. He's asking the referee, is it almost time? And and they did get it. We'll keep it right here because this is a critical part of the game for Palisades right now, Emily, because it's 38-25. Notre Dame has gotten their legs, like I said, they needed to do in the fourth quarter, and they've kind of jettisoned this out from a 4-point lead to a 13-point lead. And right now, they got to try to get back in this. Now, does it mean that they have to shoot threes? Not necessarily, but try to get the ball down low to Trinity Williams if they want to get back in the game. Notre Dame, they just need to keep playing the way they're playing right now. They're doing an excellent job. And like I said, spreading the ball around to 6 different scorers. And now Antonio Bates has come alive. And she had 10 at halftime. She didn't score in the third quarter, but she has 4 in this fourth quarter. So that's the difference in the game.
You almost wonder if the head coach for Palisades, they had number 32, Anderson, on Bates, and Anderson was sitting on 4 fouls, and Bates knew that and took advantage of that and drove to the basket and got those 2 layups. So it is now 38-25, 3:41 to go. Alana Stanton inbounds the ball to Martone. Martone brings it up. Martone picks up her dribble, passes to Alana Stanton, has a flashing Martone. Martone loses it. Turns it over. Bates came up with that steal. Midday just dribbling around now. She almost lost it, but regains control. Has Bates at the top. Passes to Miklos. Miklos on Williams. Bates has it now. Bates over to Cooper. Cooper to Midday. Bates has it. Bates looking for DeFranco. We have a timeout called by Coach Kopp.
Now we're going to take a break. We'll be right back for the rest of the basketball game. There's 2:55 to go in the fourth quarter. Notre Dame's up 38-25.
845 is located at 1301 Chestnut Street in UMass, formerly A&H Sporting Goods in Allentown. It offers custom items for your business, sports team, bandwear, and beyond. Stop in or check out our website at 45.store. That's the number 4, FIVE.store. Or call 484-640-2204.
Welcome back to the Eastern PA Sports Network. My name's Emily Janney. I'm here with my partner Dave Druckenmiller, and we are bringing you live coverage of the quarterfinal matchup between the Notre Dame Green Pond Crusaders and the Palisades Pirates. It's the fourth quarter, 2:55 to go. It's 38-25. Notre Dame leads DeFranco to inbound the ball.
On a 9-0 run, Emily. Notre Dame has scored 9 points in the fourth quarter, and Palisades is yet to score.
Bates has the ball. Passes a long pass to Cooper. We have a walk, I think, was called there on number 11 ranking, or number 1, Grace Midday. Martone now has the ball. 2:37 to go. Williams in the corner, passes to Libby Stiansen. Stiansen drives in. We have a foul called.
That was a nice drive by Stiansen. That's what you got to do to try to get back into this game.
Number 10, Anna Miklos. That's either her third or fourth foul of the night. Libby Stiansen at the foul line. She hits her first foul shot.
She's now 1 for 3 on the evening. She missed the 2-shotter in the first half.
Stiansen sets up for the second. Misses the second. It's a foul on Libby Stiansen. That is 16 fouls for Palisades to Notre Dame's 4. DeFranco inbounds the ball, passes it to Midday. Midday passes to Bates. Bates drives on Williams. Bates' layup is off the mark. Outlet pass to Williams. Williams takes it all the way. And we have a foul called.
Exactly what you got to do, Emily. You got to drive to the basket and create plays or get fouls. Because right now we got 6 fouls on Palisades and 5 on Notre Dame. Both teams are getting close to that bonus. In fact, the next foul for Palisades puts Notre Dame in the bonus.
Williams makes her first foul shot. 38-27, 2:08 to go here in the fourth quarter. Williams misses her second foul shot. It remains 38-27. Bates has it. Bates, nice pass to Miklos. Miklos kicks it back out to Midday. Midday has Bates. Bates thinks about driving, kicks it over to DeFranco instead. Back to Bates. 1:43 to go. Midday over to DeFranco. DeFranco passes to Bates. Bates is being trapped, but now passes DeFranco to Cooper. Cooper to DeFranco. DeFranco back to Cooper. Cooper back to DeFranco. Libby Stiansen finally fouls, and that was 40 seconds off the clock there. Smart play by Notre Dame.
They're doing a good job handling the ball right now. It's nice to see the boys team is in here right now to support the girls as they will be coming onto the court next. As we have a doubleheader tonight here at Notre Dame Green Pond, but unfortunately we're only broadcasting the first game, and the boys will take on in the second game Palisades as well. So
DeFranco now at the line. She misses her first shot, rebounded by number 32, Anderson. She brings it up. Passes to Martone, Martone to Amato. Amato tries to drive in, her shot off the mark. We have a tipped ball, 1:09 to go, 38-27 here in the fourth quarter. tall task right now for Palisades.
Yes, it is. A very tall task.
Martone inbounds to Alana Stiansen. Martone now has it. She drives to the basket. We have a jump ball. Possession staying here with Palisades. 57 seconds here to go. Amato has it, passes it to Anderson. Anderson tries for a long three, off the mark. And I believe we have full subs coming in now for Palisades. And if I'm correct, Trinity Williams is a senior. And
well, the district's coming up. He doesn't probably want to see her get hurt in the last part of this game. They'll be probably playing in the district tournament. I mean, their record isn't as good as what it could be, but the fact that Trinity missed 4 games at the end of the season and made that record a little bit less appealing. But they will go into districts, and that's probably what, and I agree with them. It's an 11-point lead with 50 seconds, and Notre Dame pretty much has played well here in the fourth quarter and really has done a good job. I'm just impressed by the overall team play. I know Trinity, Antonio Bates has 14 points, but some of the other players, I mean, they have 6 players that have scored. When you go look at Palisades, they only have 4. So they spread the ball around pretty nice, and I'm really impressed with the way they play basketball. And this Notre Dame girls team will probably move on now to the semifinals as both teams now clear the benches here for the final 50 seconds.
Altamira now bringing the ball up for the Crusaders. She passes to number 4, Gormley. Gormley passes to Altamira. Altamira tries for a long three. Altamira drains her first 3 of the night. It's now 41-27.
She's got 4 points all in the second half.
Mosher for Palisades has the ball. And that is a rebound.
Possession arrow Notre Dame, so that was a jump ball. And again, Palisades, if they do foul, it'll put them in a bonus. They're already in the bonus, Notre Dame.
10 seconds now to go here in this fourth quarter. 6, 5, 4, 3. And now Altamira has the ball, and she will just dribble it out. And we have a final right now from this quarterfinal matchup between Palisades and Notre Dame. 41-27. Notre Dame has defeated the Palisades Pirates. We are going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we are going to give you the Notre post-game report. You are listening to the Eastern PA Sports Network.
Albemarle Electric in Bethlehem is a full-service, single-source electrical contracting company. We believe in relationships first with our employees, community, and you, our valued customer. Since 1937, Albemarle Electric continues to prove itself as a leader in innovative commercial, industrial, educational, and healthcare electrical construction solutions, one satisfied customer at a time. Whether you're a small business or a large corporation, Albemarle Electric has the expertise to complete your project on time and on budget. Visit albemarle.com or call 610-691-8606. Albemarle is a proud sponsor of Notre Dame Athletics.
Looking for work or a change in jobs? Call HTSS in Emmaus. Since 1993, HTSS has partnered with businesses in Emmaus and the surrounding areas. HTSS is currently hiring for a new beverage manufacturing company in Hellertown. All shifts available at $15.50 and up. Machine operators, box stackers, and line leads. They are also hiring for Cigars International. Pickers and packers wanted. Pay rate is $12.50 to $15 an hour. Immediate start for various shifts. For over 25 years, HTSS has been serving the Lehigh Valley. For more information, visit htss-inc.com or call 610-432-4161.
You are listening to the home of Notre Dame Crusader basketball in Eastern Pennsylvania. This is the Eastern Pennsylvania Sports Network.
Edge One Property Services in Notre has invested and made the proper connections to service all your property maintenance needs. Edge One is capable of servicing a variety of maintenance issues. They invest in their team to equip them with the proper knowledge